am Noriko Bove, and this is Uncut. In completely surprising and unexpected news, the Chief Magistrate, Anne McClennan, has dropped all 19 fraud charges against President Fangio. Oh my gosh, no way! I'm so shocked. But can you guess why? Because he's president now, obviously. And as president, he is immune from criminal prosecution. By the way, why haven't we changed that rule yet? A president is a head of state, not the good Lord himself. Anyway, Fangio is now free as a bird, free to do Jagdio's bidding. And in more shocking and surprising news, Jagdio revealed today that the Department of Energy will fall under the Ministry of Natural Resources. However, the government will be moving to establish a petroleum commission over the next 6 months, which will be the lead body for matters relating to the petroleum sector. He also said an advisory group will be established, made up mainly of Guyanese, which will be advising the president on matters in the oil and gas sector. Mr. Vikram Bharat was appointed as the new Minister of Natural Resources a week ago as part of the new cabinet established under this administration. That one actually wasn't sarcastic. I am actually surprised by this development. I mean, who else thought Jagdio was going to be running the oil and finance ministry, right? I mean, I wasn't the only one, right? Moving on. Now, this story is actually surprising. Apparently, Joseph Harmon will go down in Guyanese history as the first person to tell his boss that he can't tell him what to do. Wow. As you know, Granger gave Harmon the post of Director General of the Ministry of the Presidency as a thinly veiled attempt to skirt the law regarding the possession of dual citizenship as a Minister of Government. Now, new government, new dispensation, and naturally, he was fired as his position. I mean, it didn't even exist until like a year ago, and also the fact that he refuses to follow the president's orders. Yes, you heard right. And when he did receive his dismissal letter, Harmon shot back with one where he complained so bitterly about his benefits, calling the government fraudulent and their actions capricious. I had to open up a dictionary for that one. Anyway, he has also threatened legal action. So you can say a lot about Harmon, but you cannot call him seedless, if you know what I mean. And speaking of bold-faced bastards who do not care about normal social conventions, Lolofield might have dodged a bullet. Keyword might. The case filed against Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield has been postponed until August 24th, 2020, as lawyers are awaiting a decision from the DPP on whether she will agree to drop the charges against him. Lowenfield's lawyer, Nigel Hughes, had written the DPP asking for the private criminal charges to be dropped in accordance with the same courtesies extended to Justice Claudette Singh. Lowenfield made his second appearance in court on Friday. Nevertheless, the court awaits the DPP's answer.
"911, what's your emergency?"
Hello? Please help! Somebody just stole my car!
Calm down, sir. It says here you're calling from Agricola. Are you injured?
No, I'm okay. I parked my car to run in the shop and get some top-up, and this might just jump in my car and drive away.
Don't worry, sir. Just activate the tracker in your car and give me the location. I will send the police unit.
Which tracker?
Wait, you don't have a GPS tracker in your vehicle?
No? Hello?
Sir, you're breaking up.
Hello?
Some people are real amateur. Just 16,000 for a GPS tracker at Triple B's, and still he ain't got one. Call 682-8326 and get your tracker installed today.
Perfect. Priya said we aren't ready to open school yet because the Rona is still not under control here. Minister Manik-Chan said schools will remain closed to classroom instruction until the condition improves enough to warrant such a risky move. Manik-Chan said multiple factors will have to be considered, including the pattern of the disease, internet availability, and television reception for students. As such, the ministry is looking to introduce online classes, television sessions, and the possibility possibility of learning material being sent to the homes of students. Early this morning, some sick bastard stabbed a homeless man to death at Durban Park. The man has been identified as 51-year-old Clint Gravesend. He used to take refuge in one of these stands in the park. His body was discovered early Friday morning with multiple stab wounds to the neck and back. There was also a trail of bloodstains from the top of the stands to where the body was found. Police are currently reviewing CCTV footage from the area for clues. 2 police officers were today charged in connection with a shooting on July 25th, 2020 that left one man dead and another paralyzed. Corporal Godwin Thomas and Constable Troy Monroe appeared before the Georgetown Magistrates Court, and they were not required to plead to the indictable charge, which alleged that on August 6th they murdered Cecil Sampat of Festival City, South Rumfeld, Georgetown. The 2 were remanded to prison until August 21st, 2020. BM Soat is Guyana's #1 auto dealer. Visit their showroom at Lot 9 Crow Street, Georgetown. Don't be shy. That $800,000 you have saved up can get you behind the steering wheel now. Call them on telephone number 231-8451. BM Soat Auto Sales. It's your turn to drive. Now, let's take a look at news in the region. 8 people were arrested after more than 94 million TT worth of marijuana was seized in central Trinidad. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service reported that based on extensive intelligence and investigative work, there has been a major disruption of a transnational organized drug syndicate with connections in Jamaica, the United States, the United Kingdom, and Canada. On searching a shipping container, close to a metric ton of weed was found by police. The US has seized Iranian petroleum bound for Venezuela aboard 4 tankers near the Strait of Hormuz. They are enforcing a forfeiture order aimed at both Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and the Venezuelan government. This is according to the Justice Department, who announced this on Friday. Roughly 1.116 million barrels of fuel was confiscated from the foreign-flagged vessels. The cargo was intercepted on Wednesday, acting on a warrant issued by a U.S. district court. The property is now in U.S. custody. According to the Associated Press, no military force was used in the seizure of the cargo, and none of the ships physically impounded. Instead, U.S. officials threatened ship owners, insurers, and captains with sanctions to force them to hand over their cargo. Oh man, America, you win again. Take advantage of this fresh business opportunity. Become a Digicel top-up vendor with Cellular Plus and earn some extra cash. No fancy smartphone or internet required. Just show up with your Mango Pelter and you're good to go. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 and find out about their special offer. Now for our weird news story of the day. Needless to say, Donald Trump has upset a lot of people in his life. The latest person is now our very own Eddie Grant. He recently told Trump to stop teething his song. Through his lawyer, Grant has issued a cease and desist order to President Trump and his campaign over the unauthorized use of his hit song Electric Avenue in a campaign ad. On Wednesday, the Trump campaign released a new ad attacking Joe Biden, which used the song. Grant's attorney told the campaign that they must cease and desist using the song since they have made unauthorized use of the copyrighted work. He also made it known that if Trump does not comply, he will file a lawsuit against him. Moving on to our Uncut News viewers poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. So you give your responses in the comments and we'll read the best ones in the following episode. Yesterday's question was, what systems should be put into place to address corruption? And how do we recover the misappropriated funds from the past government? Here's Cosmic Dreams with the simplest answer to the question. They say, Guyanese must vote for the party who meets their needs and makes improvements for them. Alright, so tonight I leave you with this question. We often look at the president as being all-powerful in this country. But as you've heard, the Director of Public Prosecutions has the ability to drop any charge against any person as they see fit. Do you feel that one person should possess such a power in our justice system? Think about that question and let us know in the comments below. If your response is good, we just might feature it in Monday's episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. Until next time, I am Noriko Bullford saying, have a great weekend. And as always, don't drink and drive, or you'll end up on Monday's episode the hard way. Hey Uncut News viewers, thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking on this button over here, or click over there for more news. You can also drop a comment to let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. Goodbye for now.